Hey, Sammy here with SGM Landscaping, your local and family-owned landscape installation experts. Here at SGM, we offer a wide range of options from artificial turf, paver and travertine patios and walkways, custom barbecues, outdoor kitchens. We also specialize in custom putting greens. Every design is completely custom to suit your family's every need, keeping the safety of your children and pets in mind. Call SGM Landscaping today at 520-668-2281 or visit us online at sgmscapes.com for a free quote today.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
We can print anything on our soft vanilla logo cookies. We deliver them and other sweet treats locally. We are located at 4249 West Ina Road, Suite 121. Call us 520-300-1131. We bake smiles.
Copper Creek Cookies, Copper Creek Cookies, coppercreekcookies.net.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Local Marana podcast. I'm here with our constable of the area, who's currently out there protecting, serving evictions and much more, and doing all kinds of stuff. And you know what? I don't know everything you do,
Sure.
So we're going to have this podcast episode inform not only myself, but the listeners and people in the community, because this podcast has become a valid source of information and a great source of information for people, and they're starting to use it quite often.
I love it.
So, and it's also, we get to make video. So it's
I
always,
love it.
Yeah.
Well, first, thank you for having me. And
Yes,
thank
sir.
you for what you guys do. I mean, watching you guys grow and blow up is awesome. I mean, it's just awesome.
Can you let them know who you are?
My name's Anton Chism. I'm the current Justice Precinct 10 Constable.
Okay. So Justice Precinct 10. So what areas are in that precinct?
So the Justice Precinct map is kind of, it's mixed, and they change the boundaries from time to time, but really it's going to be Picture Rocks, Avon Valley, Marana, moving over to the Dove Mountain area, and then going further east to like Oro Valley, Catalina, Rancho Vistoso, so northwest Pima County.
Okay. And how many people are in that region?
So right now I was remiss. I thought that the number was a little higher, but the actual number is about 96,450, somewhere in that area.
Okay. That's a pretty big group of people.
Yeah, it's still quite a few.
So you're pretty busy.
We're definitely busy.
Yeah. So what does a constable do? I've heard of it before. Other people have, but not really sure on what goes on and what the constable does. Because it's like, it's sometimes presented as possibly law enforcement, but then there's conversations we've had where it's really not. But we're going to clear that up today. So kind of give us the rundown on what a constable in Pima County in Arizona does.
Okay, so I'm going to go into a few of those things. So
Okay.
Let's start with the easy one, the law enforcement aspect. So a constable, by statute, so the Arizona Revised Statute, by statute, is a law enforcement officer. They are a peace officer, but the statute and the AG's opinions have some gray areas where it basically talks about while doing the official duties of a constable. And then there have arguments been made that, like with any other actual commissioned peace officer, when they're off duty, are they really off duty? And the answer is they're always police officers, or they're always peace officers.
Mm-hmm.
So with the constables, it says in the statute, in quotes, while doing the official duties of the constable. So during our duties, we are peace officers and law enforcement. When we're not, then we're really not by statute.
Okay.
So that's the easy one. What constables do, what I do, we enforce the ruling of the court. So everything that we do has a court order signed by a judge. Everything. We are most commonly referred to as the eviction people, right? So we do go out and we do the evictions, but we also do warrants. We do civil and criminal summonses. We do property and asset seizures. We do garnishments. There's a few other things I'm trying to think off the top of my head. Those are the most common things that we do. Orders of protections and injunctions against harassment. We go out and we serve those people, or we go locate them. We're not the traditional police. We don't do traffic enforcement. That's not at all in our purview. Mm-hmm. We don't do criminal investigations like a traditional police officer or sheriff. That's not our day-to-day work, although there are times where we have to do surveillance to try to find the person that we're looking for. You know, for some of those summonses or warrants, we've got to do some of that work in order to be able to affect the court order.
Mm-hmm. Do you work with law enforcement agencies in Southern Arizona to accomplish your mission and your goal?
Yes.
Yeah.
So specifically my precinct, I work very often with the Pima County Sheriff's Department.
Okay.
Different divisions, regions of that organization. I work with the Miranda Police Department, and I also work with Oro Valley Police Department for my precinct specifically.
Okay.
I go down into Tucson Metro further to help assist other constables.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm doing that, I work with TPD law enforcement as well. So, I mean, we'll go out, we'll do agency assists also. So, you know, simple stuff like a road closure or a traffic accident or something like that. Or if there's a major incident going on, we'll come and help, you know, do traffic control or that kind of thing. But we leave the police stuff to the police. And
your position is an elected position, correct?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay. So, and you're heading into election season pretty soon here.
Right now. We are right in the beginning of it right now, and I'm excited about it.
Yeah. So, election season, do you have a website that people can go to read up on you, sign a petition?
Absolutely.
Donate?
So, yes, and all of the above. So, it's going to be Vote for Chism. So, vote, FORCHISM.com.
Okay.
And that'll take you, the link will take you to a web page that has the opportunity for folks to sign the petition. That's what we're really focused on in the immediate time frame, right?
Mm-hmm.
We've got to get these signatures so that I can be elected. And I want to digress for 1 second.
Yes.
This is an elected position. I was not elected for the position. The person that had this position prior to me vacated his seat in just over a year ago.
Okay.
So I was appointed for this position. There was a few other candidates that had run for the appointment. There was a forum that was hosted by the League of Women Voters, and so the other two candidates and myself went through that forum, and after the forum, we then waited for the Board of Supervisors to make a decision. So the Board of Supervisors made their decision at their board meeting, and specifically Supervisor Christie moved to nominate me as the Justice Precinct 10 Constable, and then Supervisor Scott seconded it immediately. They voted. It was a 4-0 unanimous decision to appoint me to the position, and Supervisor Grijalva abstained. So unfortunately, I didn't have a full sweep of all five, but 4-0, I'll still take that.
Yeah. Okay, so is it a partisan election or is it a nonpartisan election?
It is definitely a partisan. The position is a partisan position. The
Okay.
job is a nonpartisan job. So
Okay.
because of the appointment, the way that works is it was a vacated seat,
Right.
and in order to fill that vacated seat, the party has to be represented. So my predecessor was a Republican.
Okay.
I'm a registered Republican. So I was able to fill that seat. Now coming up, if somebody wanted to run against me in the election,
Mm-hmm.
anybody can run. So it doesn't, Justice Precinct 10 is not locked down to the Republican seat. I mean, that's what it is right now.
Okay. So why should somebody vote for Anton Chism, Constable Anton Chism?
Well, I mean, that's an easy answer because I do great work. No. In all seriousness, I'm passionate about the community, right? I live here. I support local businesses. I'm involved in the community. Not as much today as I used to be. My free time is a little more, it's really there's no such thing. But, I've coached and volunteered my time at, middle schools and other youth programs here. I mean, I work with rescues for animals. I do try to support businesses and the Miranda School District. I'm involved with some of their donations and giving back to the community. I'm a local business owner here also. So, I'm like I said, I'm passionate about my community. So, I mean, this is a job. It's an opportunity for me to help do something positive. I mean, not everything we do as a constable is a great thing, but one of the more fulfilling parts of the job is that when I do have to go out and remove a family from a house and there's young people or elderly people or some kind of I don't want to say a disadvantaged community, but somebody that actually needs some genuine help, there's resources that we can provide to them. So, if I have to remove a family, right, I can reach out to our social worker team, and I do this often, and have them help rehome or rehouse. Right now, unfortunately, Pima County's money resources for rental assistance is gone, but there are other agencies and other opportunities out there so that we can take somebody out of their house with young people that don't have to be homeless. And there are other constables throughout the state where that's not necessarily their approach. So my approach is not to just like go in gangbusters, kick in doors, and enforce a court order. I treat people as people. So you've got to have a certain level of empathy.
Right. Yeah.
So that's really, I think, the reason why I think people should support me and vote for me. I care about people. It's a job. I need to do a job. All of the taxpayers and the constituents want to see their communities to remain safe and clean and productive, right? So if we've got people that are not helping foster that kind of mentality for our community, then law enforcement needs to be involved. So I go out and do the job, but I really am helping keep our community clean, helping keep our community safe, helping keep our community moving forward in the direction of positivity,
It's wonderful. Thank you so much. Are there any events coming up that people could come and meet you in person and talk to you?
So go to voteforchism.com. Again, voteforchism.com. You can email me on there. I would love to meet people. So, I'm willing to make time to go meet somebody face to face. We are working on the Founders Day parade. Or Founders Day, which is at Marana. We'll be out there so people can come meet me there. I do go try to get involved with some of the different various groups. There's not a lot of other opportunities that are set yet, but the calendar will end up, I think we're going to try to build a calendar to talk about some other events that we'll be attending, and maybe we'll publish that on the website.
Okay, sounds good. And are you on social media?
I'm on social media, so I'm on Facebook. It's going to be Constable Chism or Constable Anton Chism. And again, we have the voteforchism.com, right? Okay. So that'll take people, and then they'll be able to see the other social media links that are available to support.
Awesome. You got anything to add, man?
No, actually I do have something to add. If you care about people, if you care about your community, and if you want somebody who's genuine and sincere, I'm always a fair person, and I'm accessible. I'm willing to give out my phone number to people that have questions. I don't and can't really give legal advice to people, but whether you're the person that's being evicted, whether you're the person that is getting an order of protection, assessed on you or, served on you, you can call me. And I will tell you, the defendant and or the plaintiff, the same thing, what I know to be your legal rights and what recourses you have. I don't play sides. I just do a job.
Thank you. All right. Well, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening in on the Local Marana podcast. We look forward to sharing some more stuff with you this year. As I'd like to remind our listeners, we now have a media subsidiary. It's thisismarana.com with cool, up-to-date stories about stuff happening in the community. Very positive website. And we also have maranafoodie.com where we're highlighting businesses in Northwest Tucson and Marana. And we just want you to go in there and check them out, show some support, and we look forward to providing more podcasts for you. Thanks again. Have a good one.